let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking man to man or whether we're talking sun to sun, 'cause he's my best friend. Yeah, he's my best friend. La la, ba da 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 yeah, ba da 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 ba da 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 yeah.
I do not see today as a victory for a party, but a victory for the freedom of the American people. Today I swear the same oath to you that our forebears have sworn centuries ago. I'd also like to thank my predecessor, President Roosevelt. I swear to be a president who represents each and every one of you, as will every member of my cabinet. I'm excited about one member in particular, a former presidential opponent and now an essential asset on my team. My Secretary of State, Mr. Alfred McCarthy. Mr. McCarthy, would you do us the honor of saying a few words?
Thank you, everyone. I'm ecstatic to be on stage with our new president. Under President Truman's leadership, and with the counsel of me and the rest of his cabinet, I have no doubts that the next term shall bring unparalleled prosperity to all American citizens. I feel very confident that I have exactly what it takes to be a distinguished Secretary of State and represent our country in the international arena, although I feel much more suited to be the one standing in the shoes of the frankly incompetent President Truman. Amongst all the merrymaking and time of celebration, I do not feel like a victor. Yes, I'm the Secretary of State now. Most would be more than satisfied having obtained this position, but I feel unsettled. I, who should be sipping champagne and laughing lightheartedly about the past 2 years of campaigning, now stand quietly in political functions, because the public would rather hear from the President first and the Secretary of State last, if at all, especially from a creepy old man with a limp. If I was younger, handsomer, more well-spoken, then maybe I would not have had to drop out of the presidential election and agree to be Mr. Truman's Secretary of State. If I cannot earn the presidency through an honest election, I will undermine the president and take his position right out from under him. I shall start by putting Vice President, Mr. Robert Ory, in jail by accusing him of being a commie. That would put me in the direct line for the Oval Office. Shh, I must be quiet now. Here comes Mr. Ory.
You excited about the upcoming term?
Oh, of course. I think I'm really going to enjoy working with President Truman.
I know, I can see him doing amazing things for this country. What about Vice President Ory?
Oh, Robert? Yeah, he's a great politician. He really knows his stuff. But, I did read one thing about him, though. Someone told me that Vice President Robert Ory was a hidden red, a spy who has infiltrated our country and our party.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. Some people are sick. I will keep it quiet for now until we figure out a way to deal with this issue formally.
Okay, I will. Get your hands off me. Call President McCarthy. He'll tell you I've done nothing wrong.
Hey John, what's going on?
Nothing much. Just running the thought of Robert being in jail through my mind. It's tough, you know, to have someone you believe is so close to you be someone completely different.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of tough. The right decision was made to put him behind bars, but this party was elected to keep this country where it was standing in the world. We wouldn't want anyone to ruin it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So why did you come here today?
Well, I actually have some really important news.
Wait, what? Did something happen?
Yeah, the president's sick, and they took him to the hospital earlier this morning. It's not looking so great, but it's kind of a shame to be sick so early in his term. I hope things go well for him.
Oh, me too. It would be horrible to lose a leader like President Truman.
It's been great talking.
Thanks for letting me know. What does this mean? President Truman is sick. If he died, God forbid, Vice President Ory would be next to power. If that happened, our country would crumble. Having a communist spy as the president is the most un-American thing possible. There's only one thing to do to allow me to rise to power after the president's death. I must have Vice President already eliminated. I could then take over the presidency and start my reign. And what is a president without a first lady? Even though I have this slight limp, I will confront Annabelle tomorrow and make her marry me at once, as I take the spot that her family once held.
If it isn't the slanderous pig who insulted my family with his TV ads, what could you possibly want?
My darling, I meant none of what I said in those ads. You know I said all of that just to become the president so I could be closer to you.
Oh, can it? You didn't mean any of it. How do you expect to flatter me after you insulted my family in that way?
Did you not see why I did those things? I stand here in front of you for the same reason I made those ads, love. Did you not see that in every ad, you looked heavenly while the rest of your family looked grotesque? That's because a poor picture of you is simply not possible. Yes, I had to make those ads to win, and even though I didn't, when I do gain the presidency, I swear you will be my first lady. If you hate me so much, then why not accuse me of communism right now? Just do it.
No!
Then if you don't hate me, will you join me at my estate for lunch?
Pretend I said yes.
Be calm, ma'am. President German will be back to his good old self in no time.
Oh, God can only hope, but what will come of me if I lose my dear husband? I'm afraid of McCarthy and his conniving ways.
Nonsense. The vice president is next in line, and he'll continue your husband's great run if anything is to go wrong.
I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
This time in the president's life, the last thing he needs is us bringing up irrelevant problems on his attention. If one of you has a problem with me, come to me and talk about it, and stop hiding behind the president. Bruce, can I have some words with Eliza?
Yeah, sure.
Bruce, I got a load.
Sorry.
Please, Sean, calm down. This gathering was none of our doings. German gathered us here to settle our differences.
I'm afraid I don't believe that. You, along with a few other members of your cabinet, have been empowered through your relationships with the president with no factual reasoning to support why you rose to power. My brother's in jail, likely by your doing, and who can argue that Bruce Curry's recent imprisonment didn't have anything to do with you either?
What? How could you say those things? I've been under your fire long enough, McCarthy. The president will be hearing about this.
Ah, yes. Run and tell the president everything, like we've never seen that before. You know what? I don't even care this time. It's time that he knows how I really feel. After blindly supporting him and slaving away on his campaign for all these years, it's time he knows.
Blindly supporting? I don't know where you're getting these ideas, but they're obviously not true. You continue to cause turmoil in this cabinet and be a worry in the minds of many.
That is enough of both of you. Eliza, you have no right to be First Lady. That's my position. If my husband and I were still in office, this country would be better than ever. You took what was rightfully mine, and I would like it back.
Oh, be quiet. Your term as First Lady is long up. No one owes you and your husband anything. A new president has been elected now, and time has moved on. Your time is up. And do I have to remind you, Eliza, of your life before marrying the president? Your association with the Red Party was almost too strong to be overlooked. Being married to one of the most powerful men in their party is something not forgotten by any of us.
I have come with a curse to place on both of you. I hope that you fall from power as fast as I did, Eliza, and you feel the shame that I do now. And you backstabbing, conniving little weasel, I hope that the cabinet turns on you and exposes you for what you really are.
The nerve of that woman. I don't understand why she's so jealous of me.
It's because you become everything she wanted and more, and she resents you for it. I guess I was too low on the president, and now he just takes me for granted. Look at what he did to Vice President Ari. Oh, look at how I'm playing them off each other. I claim Eliza is responsible for the imprisonment of the Vice President and for Curry, and these fools will buy it. In reality, I'm behind it all, but it'll be too late when they figure it out. Are you boys in position for the murder?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, great. The keys are on the front left drawer of my desk. But make sure you do the job swiftly and silently. No one shall know what has happened until the deed is already done.
You got it, Bob.
Exactly what I wanted to hear. Now go and get this job done. not doing it, you do it.
This is alright, we can't do this.
We can't back down now. McCarthy will kill us.
Let's strangle him to death, and then we'll get rid of his body.
Who's there? Are you here to kill me?
Well, no, we didn't really want to.
But we must.
Whose order? Don't do this. I'm a religious and moral man. Ask my brother McClarthy. He'll reward you for not murdering me.
The order is signed, McClarthy.
What?
That's because a poor picture of you is simply not possible. Slightly way too early. I still have that.
Oh.
More. Yeah.
Alright, 3, 2, Ross, 1, go.
And you conniving, backstabbing little weasel. I hope that you...
Go.
And you backstabbing, conniving little weasel. I hope that the cabinet turns on you and exposes you for what you really are.